Hi, hello, it's Pip from queenpipcards.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope it's good where you are, gloomy here, but hopefully it will be nicer where you are around the world. And today I am showing you some lovely gold embossing that really sets off this gorgeous paper, which is free with a qualifying order in celebration this month. So it's very pretty, and Sean of course loves bees, so as soon as I saw this I knew I'm going to have to be getting myself that set. So the papers come as a pack. This is just one piece of it. It's black and white on one side, black, white and gold on the other. Golden Honey Speciality Designer Series paper, and you get a whole pack of it for free with a £45 order. I'm just going to show you a few of these. Look at this, because it's very shiny, I'm sorry. But look, you get golden bees with hives, the hive itself, look, black and white, and then this lovely dotted stripe, and of course the bee like this. So it's a beautiful pack of papers, and on the other side is all different black and white imagery designs. So I've cut this already to the right size that way, but I need to trim it down, so I'm going to bring in my little mini guillotine. Now you can get this little mini cutter free, but only when you join. Okay, so you can't get it through, you can't buy it, you can't earn it through Celebration. You can only get it if you join my team, but it is so worth it. Look how cute that is. It's such a lovely little trimmer. So cute. I mean, it's tiny. It's only the size of a card base, so don't get excited thinking it's a massive, you know, like this size. It's a tiny one, but it's great for little things like that. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you the lovely little trimmer. And as I say, if you do the joining offer, then you can get that for free, and a stamp set for free, and some papers for free. So that's really good. Not these papers, but you get a pack of 6x6 papers all mixed up, which is great. So you need a piece of the paper, a bit of gold, some white for stamping, and some black for embossing, and then you need a white base for your card base. So we'll do that first. And this card actually has two types of embossing with it, because I've actually embossed the piece of black cardstock as well. So the piece of black cardstock is cut. This is 13.4. Okay, so not 13.9, which is normally, this is a smaller piece again, 13.4 by 9. And then you run that through your coastal embossing folder, and coastal weave, sorry, embossing folder, give it the right name. And then it comes out looking like parquet flooring, which, or some kind of chevron pattern on the back. But it's just lovely, and just adds a bit, because it was a bit bland, just black. It was nice, but it was just a bit bland. But if you just add that extra weave, that makes it all that more special. Just that bit more special. So, and I love black and gold and white. It's just beautiful. And I thought, well, this will cheer somebody up. You could send it healing hugs. Now, healing hugs could be for anything. Could be because they're sick, but it could be because they might have lost somebody who's close to them, and they need healing hugs from the grief that they're suffering. Okay, and unfortunately I need to send a few of these cards to people. So I thought, well, let's make it so that it's a bit, you know, it could cover both things, but black and white and gold is so classic. I don't think anybody would mind if I had sent them that. So we're going to do that, and I need my, where's my pretty label punch? Ew. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I thought that would cheer somebody up, even though it is kind of dark colours. I still think it would cheer somebody up. So this is the Coastal Weave embossing folder. The front of it doesn't look anything. Inside it looks much better. You can actually start to see the, oops, no, not that way. Oh, not that way. You can start to see the image anyway that way. So that's that. Then what do? Then we put a little bit of glue on the back of our lovely bees. Some people don't like bees, so don't buy this or send this card to anyone who's scared of bees or wasps. Okay, because you might make them more sick than they were to start off with. So just don't do that. Make sure you know the person and whether they like bees or not, okay, before you send that off. Okay, so that's that. And then the gold we just punch out with the pretty label, which looks pretty and gold. Oh, have I got it in? Yep, there we go. Just punch that out there like that. And then the last bit that we're doing is this bit here. So we're going to take a piece of cardstock. We're going to take our Versamark ink and our So Sentimental stamp set. So this is the stamp set, and it's just got some lovely sentiments on it. Can't thank you enough. Your friendship is a blessing. Wishing you much happiness today and always. This calls for confetti. Sending healing hugs. Yummalicious. That's my word for the month. Hello baby. To, from, for you, and then some little sprinkly bits. I mean, it's a great just sentiments, and we've been asking for ages to have some just some sentiments. And so this is a great one, and I'm really glad Stampin' Up have brought this one out. And this is in the new mini catalogue, okay? And it comes as a bundle, and it's bundled with the Stitched So Sweetly dies. Yes, I got it right. Stitched So Sweetly dies. And look at them. Aren't they great? So this one fits into this tiny one here. You wouldn't think it, but it does. Fits into this one, the second one in. And all of these fit into all of these. So all of these large sentiments fit into these larger ones, or into this new scalloped edge stitched dies. Aren't they great? So like the calls for confetti is this one, okay, but the Yummalicious fits into the same one as we're using for the hugs. So that fits that one and that fits that one. Isn't that cool? So I really like that. And they're stitched, which, you know, we know you like. I know you like, because it just adds another layer to your card making. So I need to actually do this before I cut one and do it, cut one out for you. So let's put that on a block. There we go. Sending healing hugs. Just such a lovely sentiment. So ink up with Versamark, and then we could probably get 2 out of this actually. Pop it down there. Make sure you've got nice coverage. Just hold it. Make sure that the Versamark is stuck. Get your gold embossing powder out. I keep mine in my tubs. I keep mine in my tubs like this. Just so that all the embossing powder's in there and not anywhere else in my craft room, because it does get everywhere, doesn't it? Then take this, whack that on. Hurrah! Sending healing hugs. Make sure that we've got enough of the magic stuff on there, but not too much, because we don't want it over the side, although that's going to be chopped off, so we won't actually see that. I didn't bring my buddy to the table. There we go. So that's that. Pop that away. Make sure that doesn't fly everywhere. And then you're going to use your heat gun and heat it up. I'm going to go on silent while this happens. There we go. Now the magic has happened, and now it's gold foiled. Isn't that clever? Then we will pop this on and run this through our embossing. Run it through our Big Shot, so that we get that die cut stitching. See how perfectly that just lines up there with everything? Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I always recommend that you do the embossing and the stamping before you cut it out, because that's really close to try and get that right. There, and did you see how easy that just popped out from the cardstock? It cuts beautifully, these new dies. I just love them. So yeah, sending healing hugs. And then all I'm going to do is attach my foil. I'm going to use a bit of tear tape, because I don't like using glue on the back of foil. It can leave marks in the front of it. So just pop a bit of tear tape on your tear and tape, I should call it. Proper name. Just stick some of that on the front of your, on the back rather, the front. Talking about woman. Stick it on the back, make sure you haven't got any bits hanging off, and then push it down, give it a good rub and peel it off. So it sticks better if you rub it more. There we go, and then that will help you get that on there without any nasty line marks. There we go. Line up your pretty label, pop that down, and then we're just going to use some dimensionals on the back of this. I think that's all it needs really. Oh, we've got 3 coming off here. Let's do that. 1, 2, you know me, it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4 because we like to make sure that it doesn't go soggy when we send it in the no saggy middles. There we go. Pop that down, and that fits just perfectly over the top of that pretty label. And I'll just, whoops, just pop it down. Whoa, as and when you go. I think I got my stamping just a little bit off, but never mind. Yeah, it's kind of on the kink, but it's okay. So there you go. That is So Sentimental, embossed in gold. Isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't that just look yummy? Oh, really yummy. And I think anybody would like that card, as long as they're not afraid of, you know, if they've had a bee sting and had an anaphylactic shock reaction, don't send them that card, because that would be rude, quite frankly. But I think anybody else would be really nice and grateful to get a card like that. So have a great week. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. All the details are below on how you can get all of these fabulous goodies. And I'll see you again next week here for Pip at queenpipcards.com. Thank you. Take care. Bye.